door behind the bar. I'm about to break into Vincent's office, and I'm not going without you. Feels rude somehow.
Aruna, wondered when you stopped by. You look like a woman with questions. And you're in luck, kiddo. I might just have some answers.
Thank you, George. I gather you and Luther are old friends.
Partners in crime for longer than I care to remember. Opposite sides of the same old coin.
Funny, you strike me like you don't have a care in the world. As for Luther, I know he puts on an air of levity, but there's a deep sadness to him, like lingering smoke.
Now hold up there. I'm not in the habit of spilling another man's beans, and definitely not based on you sensing smoke, no matter how much I want to help you. Maybe there's another reason for what you're sensing.
Well, I don't know when he last washed that coat, but...
I don't either, but here's hoping he's caught in the rain sometime soon, eh? Luther, if not for that man, I'd be dead a dozen times over. That darkness, it might be the only way he keeps the pain in check. Pain like Luther's got, it'll never go away. So he uses it. It's what drives him to help people when he can, and fight those who'd unleash suffering on the world. It's why he'll never have a more loyal friend, or determined enemy. Or sometimes, both at once. Remind me to tell you the story of how he and I met sometime.
It couldn't have been pleasant, finding out about Reika like you did.
Reika's really been alive? All this time? I've been sleepwalking through the past 4 years for no reason.
Reason's got nothing to do with grief. Sometimes sleepwalking is the only way you can get anywhere. You couldn't have known.
What do you know? You weren't there when it happened. You didn't see her.
No. But you did. And I don't envy you the experience. But tell me, you ever wonder which would be worse? Seeing it happen? Or missing it entirely?
What are we discussing here, Luther?
You know me. Flapping my gums. What I mean to say is, I'm sorry it was such a shock. And I'm gonna help you however I can.
Bukra?
That's right.
May I? Should we have a look? Bloody hell.
Vincent's not much for understatement. What you did back at the temple, what was that?
It's difficult to describe. It's like seeing events before they actually happen, and then making them real.
I've never seen anything like it. You have unique Umbric abilities. A real quester.
You're a quester.
I'm a student of secrets, but I will never see the fold. It's a limitation. You touch the fold. Feel it. My mother would call you Nganga. The healer who communes with the other world. Like magic, I suppose.
I don't feel... Very magical.
Precisely. It's natural to you. Cogs and sprockets, books and diagrams. That is where I live.
Another society coin.
Connectedness, hook, attack, e-look. Invece si importante lei.
Here we are. Speaking of, I have some reading to do.
Haruna, we're coming up on Sintra. Meet me in the bridge. Haruna, what's the holdup? You're needed in the bridge.
If we come in low, along this line, the ridge should hide our approach.
That's a good hike from the Quinta.
Any closer and we risk detection.
I wouldn't recommend it.
Ah, Haruna. I'd like to introduce you to Fortunato, mapmaker extraordinaire and our designated navigator. That tall order over there is our pilot, Astrid. You can thank her for losing our Ascendant friends.
Pleased to meet you.
Piacere.
Good to meet you, Haruna.
We're coming in on Sintra. I'll be heading down to the landing platform in a few.
There you are. Everyone on a ship can have an effect on her course, and the smallest shift in weight can require a course correction. A navigator must know of everyone on board, the way the conductor of an orchestra must be aware of every instrument, and when they are to play.
All right. And?
So, I wanted to get a look at you. I'm not judging your fashion sense. I just wanted to eyeball your weight. Out of context, I can hear how that sounded awkward.
Hello, Fortunato.
Welcome aboard the Morning Star, Haruna. You'll soon find the crew is the orchestra, and our quest is a symphony. It will be intriguing to see how the notes you bring will add to our harmony.
I'll do my best to stay in tune, Maestro.
So, tell me, Haruna, how are you adapting to your new surroundings?
Well, the Morning Star is certainly impressive. I've never been aboard anything like it.
Her. Anything like her. Our sea may be the sky, but the Morning Star's still a ship, and every inch a lady. Now listen, please. I want to go over some basic rules for passengers on my ship. And make no mistake, you may be a quester, and you may be helping out, but you are not truly part of this crew. Not until I say you are. Understand. Nothing I am about to say is to be taken personally. It is not your fault that when it comes to airships, you are almost certainly inept at best, dangerous at worst.
Why would I take that personally?
First, you never ever touch these controls. You are not qualified. You are not rated. You are not welcome to twist a single knob or even flip one switch unless I tell you to. Second, Mara, my daughter, is old enough to make her own friends. But if I ever learn Mara has forsaken her future to follow you or anyone else around the globe on some ground-pounding wild moose chase, I will stop you.
Trust me, Captain. Asking anyone else to take on this life? I would never. I don't regret my choices, but they were my own. And Captain, you do know it's goose, yes? A wild goose chase?
Not where I come from.
So, the mysterious quester finally decides to pay a visit to the ship's engineer. I'm Mara. I take care of this stuff.
I'm Haruna. It's nice to properly meet you, Mara. You strike me as quite young to be the engineer of the entire ship.
You strike me as quite foolish to go toe-to-toe with Vincent when you don't even know which way is up.
It was reckless to try and take on Vincent by myself. It's something Rekka would never have allowed. She was sensible that way. Like you, I suspect.
Anyone with any smarts would stay
Yo aquí,
plenty
¿quién
far
allá?
away from that guy. Believe me, he's bad news.
Dámelo, ¿quién allá? Pues puta, como subo ahí.
This one's locked.
Necesito subir ahí. No sube uno. Ahí hay una pelota de energía. Como mierda está su. Respinga.
What do you want out of all this, Haruna?
You want my biography? Why do you care?
Not a good start.
Fine. My name is Haruna, and I'm here to find my mentor.
Simple, but not untrue. What is the Fold?
You think I don't know what the Fold is? Okay, it's the hidden world, also a crucible. To temper the soul. Path that leads to even deeper mysteries. It's a place I've only skimmed the surface of. You want me to define the Fold with words? I might as well try and sell you the sunset.
You give up too easily.
Fortunatissimo. Fortunatissimo, fortunatissimo.
This coin belongs to the Leap Year Society.
Raro.
Might prove useful. be something of interest.
¿Cómo nada pasó? ¿Cómo nada pasó? Qué raro.
Let's have that story then.
Sure. How's that one go again? Right. This was back in 73? No, 74. Eventually, they called that particular bloodbath the Red River War. At the time, we just called it hell. I was on the Union side. The Indians, well, they had Luther.
Indian? I thought this was... right. You're saying Luther fought American soldiers.
It was a different army. And he was different then, too. The people that raised him were fighting to their last stand against enemies who would never stop coming, it turned out. I was part of the 9th Cavalry. We'd taken losses, they'd taken losses, the whole thing turned into chaos. Leastways, it sure seemed that way. Especially when I got separated from my regiment. I'd only just realized I was cut off
Hubiera
when a
querido
stray
ser así
shot,
cuando yo
whose I
fuera,
couldn't say.
cuando yo
They had long rifles
fuera
themselves,
grande.
went straight through my horse's neck.
Es
Next thing
como
I know,
aquel.
I'm waking up
Aquel
next
llega
to a
del
dead
trabajo a las
horse
8 de la
and a bloody
mañana y
tree stump
juega
with a bloody knot on my
con
forehead.
aquel teatro, aquel
Don't
sonido
know
y
how
aquella
long
cosa
I
que
was
se
out,
siente
but the
que el
battle
mal
had
está
moved on.
encima
I
de
just got to my feet. Had to make sure I could. When Luther
Pasa
found me,
eso.
he'd been
Y
scouting our
duerme.
flank and his own horse
Luego
threw him
atiende
the
a la
camo
jevita
spook.
que
My
venga a
rifle
fumar
was under a
mota
ton
con
of
él y a
dead
poder
horse,
estar con
but
él.
I managed to draw down on
Ahorita se
him
va
just
y
as his pistol cleared the holster.
tranquilo y
So we
agradecido.
stood there,
Ah,
two
y
bloody,
luego,
muddy fools
oye,
on a cold battlefield,
un rato, y
moments
luego,
away from ending each
come,
other's
duerme,
stories for
come,
good.
tu mamotita. Ah,
Don't worry,
dígame quién no
a
quisiera
bunny
la vida.
rabbit stopped us. But
Ya
that's a
más cuánto le
longer
dura hasta que
story.
la mamá se muera.
Oye, sí, pero está bueno, ¿no?
Y
Digo,
claro, es
sí, la mamá
una vida que esto. No, pero ella es el cajero.
no, él trabaja, él es guardia igual que usted.
Ah, yo creo que era el otro. Ah, bueno, no, los dos trabajan,
No,
no.
los dos trabajan, el otro trabaja allá en Walmart, en el Coyote, en la franja ahí.
Yo los
Y él,
distingo marihuanos, para mí todos son
no,
iguales.
es que el chiquitillo es el que es así, el de la moto, que entra y sale con la moto. Y el otro es flaco y alto, son totalmente diferentes.
Y es que a mí no me importan, entonces todos son los de iguales.
Exacto. Pero a mí me hace gracia porque son mis vecinos, ¿sí? Si no me hubiera dado cuenta de todo lo que dije hasta el día de hoy, tras 9 años de vivir aquí, estoy muerta. A mi hija la que me tiene que poner oxígeno para vivir.
Ya. Qué rico se la tiran.
¿Verdad que sí? No tienen ningún... Ya, seguro la señora dijo, total de que no había nada en la calle, hacer de nada.
Qué cosa.
Not sure why you'd want to include me in searching Vincent's office when you barely know me. It's kind of you.
Now I have a ledger and the cargo manifest because of your persuasive kicking foot. Research goes better with two.
Research? That's a funny word for snooping.
Academics have a lot of funny terms for questionable acts, I found. One of my favorites is, examination further would be captious beyond the scope of our research.
What does it mean?
Ooh, yikes. My education is part of who I am. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but I'm not in academia for a reason. It's tiring, talking to men who are determined to use 10 syllables when 3 will do. It's that impenetrable academic vernacular that creates a barrier to knowledge, instead of disseminating it.
Instead of, what?
Oh, I'm sorry, it means...
I know what it means, don't worry. Can't believe I got you.
All right, let's get to it. All right, Bukra. We're near the manor. You be ready. We may need a quick ticket out of here.
I should have no trouble tracking you, so long as you have your radios. According to the manifest, Reika was held in the mansion. Security will be tight. I suggest avoiding the front door.
You figure? I spent more than a few years studying here. I reckon I know just about every last servant's entrance this manor's got. Just follow me. I'll get us... Hey, hey!
Tengo 38 personas.
No?
Adultas y
This is gonna be a
25
regular thing,
personas
isn't
niñas. Contando cuántos de los míos.
I can cover more ground this way.
Are you crazy? He knows the grounds.
Look, believe it or not, I've done this kind of thing before. I fare much better on my own. Haruna out.
Just get Matos's journal. He knows what Vincent's up to and where they can be. This could be over quietly.
Haruna out. Can't risk them giving away my position.
That. I have eyes on the quest. I'm gonna finish this. That hurts! Stop that!
There we go. I feel a strong convergence in the patterns around this object. A clue, perhaps.
Are you certain your machines can contain her? Matos?
Apologies, Vincent. I haven't been quite myself of late.
You've been spending too much time in that capsule. It's taking its toll on your mind.
Have we had this conversation before? Or perhaps we will have it when... Is this... now?
¿Ahora qué le están haciendo?
Might prove useful. What is that sound?
We have just received word that transports have started rolling in.
Good. Pack all essentials and make sure the doors and windows are all secure. Doesn't look like we'll be back here for a good while.
On the top floor?
Same goes for our former guests' accommodations. And do be extra careful with the instruments up.
Former guest. Reka. Looks like I'm headed for the top floor.
The Quester must be stopped! She's stepping all over us! You good?
Just keep those eyes peeled.
Hold up! Quester! There she is! Wait! Movement behind the crate. Stay down. Won't be long.
Wait! She's moved off someplace. I see the Quester.
Don't let her move. But not good enough. Whoa.
Make one little noise, Questa. Fighting solves everything! Where the hell is she?
Che musica, ma basura.
Won't catch me unaware.
What if we hear?
Well, guess who's back?
What is that sound?
We have just received word that transports have started rolling in.
Good. Pack all essentials and make sure the doors and windows are all secure. Doesn't look like we'll be back here for a good while.
On the top floor?
Same goes for our former guests' accommodations. And do be extra careful with the instruments up there.
Got it.
Former guest. Rekka, looks like I'm headed for the top floor.
What's happening?
What?
She's next to the
Don't hold back! Got any favorite ribs?
Hands up for her! I got her!
That's enough! I lost visual! Vanished.
Nothing in sight.
That felt swift. She was... found you! Lost sight of her. Just stay alert.
Bukra, I'm heading for the second floor. I believe it's where they're holding Reka.
Good thinking. It's a good place to look. And keep your radio on this time, hmm?
Will do. Haruna out. That did the trick. sound again. Probably nothing. Another society coin. I wouldn't want to have his nightmares. What have we here? There's a strange familiarity to these paintings.
Careful with that, you two.
This isn't our first job, Mahia.
What exactly is this thing?
Tethering capsule. We need to prep it for shipping.
Didn't we already ship Matos's tethering device to the dig site?
This is an early prototype. Not even sure it works properly.
But why go through all the trouble?
It's headed for Vincent's office in Vienna. Has some kind of sentimental value.
Haruna, Luther's located Dr. Matos.
Matos is here.
You hear that?
Luther's tailing him, but there's a lot of movement around the doctor. He could use your help.
On it!
I have to get back to...
Intruder!
belongs to Rhaegar.
Humanity has lived for eons at the mercy of the Nine, and it has always led to the same place.
But we learn. With each turning, we get closer to breaking the cycles.
By what metric? Look around. This world is turning black with rot, and we've no reason to believe we are any nearer to salvation. And where are the Nine? Hiding away, whispering to themselves, we'll get it next time. We are, all of us, running out of time, aren't we, Reika? It's time we took control of our own destiny.
Bukra, I might have found something of interest.
Describe it?
Twin metal capsules connected with complex machinery. One Ascendant called it a tethering device. Bukra?
I think Matos might have found a way of tethering Vincent's shade to Rhaegar's.
What does that mean?
Vincent is obsessed with unleashing Session. The trouble is he can't quite reach it. He's a good diver.
But not as good as Rhaegar.
Precisely. Matos' device solves his problem.
I hate to cut in, but I'm staring at the man himself.
Wait. That sound again.
What sound?
A strange hum. I thought... I just had an encounter with one of Matos' technical marvels.
Describe...
I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to hear all about it, but the good doctor won't wait. I suggest you come and join me. Where are you exactly?
The mansion. Top floor.
Huge room? Full of books?
Exactly.
Matos' old office. Look for a passage behind one of the bookshelves.
How do you know this?
I told you. Spent years working here. I know this place inside out.
Be sure to give the place a good once through before heading out.
Nothing. The footholds in that wall could support my weight. Matos is clearly a genius.
Que Pedro, Griffin. Que Peter, Pablo.
Matos' workshop.
Master, saludos.
these shackles are woven into Rekka's pattern. She was held here.
Ah, con razón, es que tenía el micrófono apagado, weón. Que como va esa venta. Yo háblele, weón.
No me diga que también está
No, es que tenía el micrófono apagado porque el insecto y mi hermanillo puso una música de mierda con copyright. Entonces, tras de que es una música de mierda, tiene copyright.
I think you're a child. Naive and wounded. Looking for some shiny bauble to make you feel better.
You mean to tell me that a woman of your abilities can't see the shadows looming? You can't smell the blood?
Vi en la venta pero me enfermé del calorón y con vómito y fiebre.
Para mí que eso fue que se comió algo pasado, weón.
Help more than anyone.
Que tiene cagadera por algo más. Como algo comido. Algo contaminado.
Pero ya estoy algo mejor, solo que tuve que faltar a Ciudad de México por más libros.
La Ciudad de México por más libros.
Pase purple crying.
Así porque
Sí.
sabe que se habrá comido, weón.
That's him. Dr. Emilio Matos.
My journal. That's where they find it.
It's all right, Dr. Matos. We'll come back for the book.
Matos is getting away.
Don't worry. I know where they're headed. What I need is journal. Buka's likely to have my hide.
I'd rather have his journal than your hide.
There she is. My very own guardian angel. Let's give these fellas some answers.
Me las arreglé para comprar con un mae de por aquí, solo que no maneja todos los que me interesan y. Otra vez hace un calor del carajo.
A la puta. Eso sí es problemático.
Además de que me enojé con mi mujer y muy feo.
¿Y ahora? ¿Y ahora por qué, weón?
Por cosas de dólar y...
Dólar y dólar.
Cosas de pareja, siempre hay peleas fase purple crying.
Lo que lo vuelve interesante, ¿hiciste?
I'm not crazy. There was something.
Véalo, ahora sí, pum, véalo, pum.
Watch your backs.
person who does not act normally. Time to step up to the plate. Stop messing around. I can hear that.
Bitch.
Everything.
You ready?
Ya lo saboteé, así el que llegue a encenderla, así, boom.
Come on. We gotta keep moving.
Just get the book. I need to get into Matos's head.
I wouldn't recommend it.
The good doctor does seem a bit more offbeat than his usual self.
Matos has always been a trailblazer of Fold exploration. It's no surprise trailblazing left him burnt.
Are you suggesting that the Fold made Matos lose his mind?
Fold is a strange place.
Got it.
Keep it safe. It should prove very useful.
Damn it. We got company.
Search the area.
Looks like the main road is no longer an option.
There's a gate nearby that leads to an old garden. Cuts right through the property. Now that we got his journal, we should get right back on Matos's trail.
Keep your eyes open.
Puta.
Nada más voy a comer pan tostado. Pues asterisco jajaja es que este autocorrector.
These lads.
Our quarry is wounded.
Me duelen los huesos y la carnita.
A la puta.
Nicely done.
Los huesos y la carnita.
Green Smiling, face Green Smiling.
Qué triste así. Qué doloroso.
The world ain't saving itself.
Ya. Veamos que no se nos olvide nada más. No estamos dejando nada botado. Ok.
You ready?
Un poco más. Yo creo que ya me da una bota. Y larguemos entonces.
We don't need to follow the truck. I got an inkling where they're going, and I know a shortcut.
Pecho, se me acabó el sueño. Eso es lo que necesita tomar usted un poco de Powerade.
You're more right than you think. Centuries ago, Matos led expeditions across the seas. Much of this flora was brought back from those voyages, including from where you might have grown up.
They were explorers or colonizers?
More focused on the collection and sharing, not so much the profit and pillaging. The Quinta Matos is an homage to those places and the people they visited. The idea here was to commune with the natural beauty of the world, be shaped rather than shape.
You seem to admire the Matos clan, not the man himself.
Look, I'm not denying the doctor's brilliant. Hell, he's on another level.
But
he chose the Ascendants. The worst thing is, he's not even a misguided believer. He knows what he's he still chose to support. For what?
To get what he wanted, forsaking everyone else.
That's what I can't forgive.
Listo. Un aumento de salucita, salucita. Está bueno, ¿eh? Un aumento de salucita. Bueno, para la salucita, salucita.
Come on, we gotta keep moving.
Este es un solario. Me gusta, está bonito. Solario. Básicamente un jardín estilo que griego romano, greco romano. Un solario.
There goes Matos.
Any chance we can find trouble down there?
Not this time. We need to go through that checkpoint. And there's no chance in hell we won't be spotted.
¿Y cómo mierda fue que me vio?
Say your prayers.
You can't win.
Got a line on you.
I'll break you.
God damn it. Alarms triggered a lockdown. The gate won't open.
Get ready. There.
Fecha. Me vieron.
And just when I was starting to trust you.
There she is again!
Take this.
Ay, pincho. Vamos.
See her! You're dead. Back so soon? You chose poorly.
I don't go easy!
Estoy muy desanimado, Master. Soy una niña.
La puta. Sí, para declararse así de feo, sí. Así de mal entonces. Y ahora que fue, cuénteme, ¿por qué pelearon? Yo peleó con la doña, weón.
Wait, when I get my hands on that cowboy.
See who is there. This was the place, but she's fled.
Where is the problem?
Stay down.
Our quarry has...
Uy. Bye.
Our quarry is back for more.
No me ven. Vámonos los dos, vieja, hijo de puta. No me tire cosas. Me tire cosas. Hijo de puta. 5 segundos. Deme 5 segundos. Opa. Me corre. Corre. Hay que hacer tiempo, lo que recupera y ¡pum! Ay, hueputita. Ay, Dios mío. Ay, me cayó encima un huete.
¿Qué te tiró?
Ahora sí, ¿cómo le hago que se suicide? ¿Cómo le hago que se mate? Que por lo menos se aleje. Que me dé eso. Corrémonos. ¿Cómo? ¿Ya cayó? No cayó. Ay, es una bruja, véala. Muérete. Por distraída. Le quitamos el epítiro.
Ok.
No. Mamá se fue. Una vida loca, mamá. Una vida loca que se fue.
What are you waiting for? Well, let's go.
What are you waiting for? I'm waiting. Get out of here.
You went
Let's
back
go.
for the truck?
Seemed like the thing to do. Wait, you figured I hightailed it out of here?
Maybe.
You gotta sort of
Maybe.
trust issues.
I turned. You were gone. What did you expect?
I was setting myself up for my memorable entrance. What else? Come on.
Come on. Yo.
There's Matos's truck. We can catch up with him through that gate.
See anything? Patiently waiting.
Definitely heard something right there.
Tranquémosela. Pero le arrancamos el alma, claro, sí. ¿A dónde vas? También suba. Ay, bueno, está bien, ya. Ni modo, la dejamos hasta aquí entonces.